I'm starting a new challenge, which is gonna be a 30-day journaling challenge. I'm gonna be journaling every single day for 30 days, and there's just one reason for it. As you can see, I love these 30-day challenges because at first I started with the 30-day animal-based diet challenge, then I switched onto the 30-day going to the gym every single day challenge. And honestly, I love these challenges. And the reason why I create them is because I want to improve my life. And yeah, I want to create some fun content for you. But the way I come up with these ideas of what the challenge is going to be, why did I do the animal-based diet? Why did I do the going to the gym challenge? And why am I starting now a journaling challenge? The reason why I do them is because I reflect back on my life and try to understand, okay, what could be the best thing that I could commit to for the next X amount of days to improve my life, to get to a new stage of my life, a new level. I mean, actually, what I'm searching for is what is my current problem? What problem am I facing right now that if it's fixed, I could get to another level? And then I realized, yeah, my problem was I had many fucked up thoughts in my head. And the only way I was dealing with that problem previously during the last 4 years of my self-improvement journey was me grabbing a pen and a paper or a notebook, whatever, and just writing everything down. Just starting to write. There's no journaling structure. There's nothing. It's just like, I'm thinking about something. Okay, grab a pen and just start writing it. Start writing it. It doesn't matter what it is about. Even if I had an idea and I wanted to think about all of the problems that could arise with that idea, I just read about it and then I find out about it. So journaling was so powerful for me, even back in 2023 when I had faced one of the biggest problems in my life, where I felt like I was at the rock bottom of my life. The one and the biggest thing that helped me was journaling. You see, back in 2023, I got away from everyone. I got away from my family. I got away from my girlfriend, from my friends, from everyone. I shut down my phone and I went to the mountain. I went to one of the highest mountain, one of the tallest mountain here in my country, all by myself to climb it. And it was a hard climb. And I was all by myself. And then I reached the top and I was on the top of the mountain for over an hour. I was just sitting there with my notebook, just journaling about everything. And then I realized everything. And during those 3 days, the biggest activity that I was doing was just journaling. I loved it so much, and journaling saved my life multiple times. Yeah, I can genuinely say that. You know, people say, this saved my life. Going to the gym saved my life. Eating this saved my life. Journaling actually saved my life. Honestly, I'm being honest. I'm being totally honest. And so right now, I'm realizing that bringing back journaling to my life should be a very good thing for me. Should be a solution to my current problem. And the reason why I stopped journaling is because it's such an easy thing to forget. It's such an easy thing to forget because you think that will not help you. You'd think that writing on a piece of paper, how can that help you? And even me, who says that journaling saved my life multiple times, even I still forget about it. Even I still forget about journaling. And I've not been consistently journaling for over 10 months. I feel embarrassed to say this because, like I told you, journaling saved my life multiple times, but for over 10 months I've not been doing it consistently. I've just not been. And so I'm gonna document my journey with getting back to journaling. I'm gonna document everything for you to see. If you've never journaled in your life, you're gonna be with me on this journey and you can see how it improves, because I'm gonna be picking up this camera whenever in the following 30 days and I'm just gonna share whatever I feel in that moment. And yeah, just so you know, the actual reason, the root, the cause of why I started this challenge and not any other 30-day long challenge was because I realized that I'm just not being real with myself. I realized that there are things in my head that are just circling around on cycle in my head that make me just live in a fantasy. I'm just not being real with myself. It's like almost I lost touch with the reality. For example, I thought that I'm just comfortable with the money I'm earning, that I'm wealthy enough, that I have enough money for this season of my life. I thought I was enough, so there was no need for me to just go at it and find new clients, you know? But then yesterday, just yesterday, I realized, yeah, I'm poor. I'm fucking poor. Why? Because I cannot afford 100 euros to go to my car, fill it up with gas and drive to my grandparents and then drive back home. I cannot afford 100 euros to see my grandparents, and I've not seen my grandparents in over half a year. And bear in mind, my grandparents are my most favorite people on this earth. I love my grandparents more than anyone. And so hearing this, that I cannot afford 100 euros to just go and see my grandparents, that is just horrible. But I'm having these thoughts in my head that I'm just good enough with the money that I have, because technically, yeah, compared to all the people, compared to the average person in this country, brother, I'm earning twice as much as the average human in my country. And I'm not gonna even compare myself to my peers, to the people my exact same age. They probably don't even earn money. They probably still live with their parents, or maybe not. Maybe someone is a lot richer than me. But for some reason, I'm having this tendency to unconsciously think that I'm good enough, but actually I'm not. I'm genuinely not. I'm thinking that I have enough money, but genuinely I'm poor. And that's just the reality. I'm not hating on myself. It's just the reality. And so I want to start journaling every single day for 30 days to just get back in touch with the reality, to understand what's going on and not live in this false fantasy that my mind has created for myself. Because you see, when you start writing down on a piece of paper, all the bad things just get out of your head because you wrote it down on a piece of paper. And also, if you do commitments, there is not a better commitment than writing something down on a piece of pen and paper. There's nothing better than that, because I can go up to my girlfriend, I can go to my sister and tell her, yeah, I'm gonna be doing X for X amount of days. But if I actually put it on a piece of pen and paper, I have wrote it down, so there is no coming back. And that's the same thing with these videos. I'm posting videos to document my life, and I even have weekly vlogs on my channel where I'm posting my life, so that I'm committed to success. I'm committed to doing something that I said that I'm gonna be doing. Because right now, it's day 1 of me journaling for 30 days. If I didn't record this, you bet your ass that on day 14 I will say, yeah, fuck it, I just don't have time for journaling, and yeah, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna start with it again. But now, I have recorded this, and I'm gonna be recording it every other day. So there is the commitment, there it is.
Today, it's day 9 of me journaling every single day for 30 days. And honestly, it has been going good. But I have to be honest, I've been journaling about just up to like 10 minutes per day just to tick the box off that I journaled today. I've not spent a lot of time on journaling. And the reason for it is because I'm starting something completely new. I'm starting a completely new business model right now. And I'm fully committed to it, and I don't know, I just either take a walk to refresh my brain or I just work, and that's it. So honestly, I'm not taking too much time for journaling, and when I grab my pen and want to journal, genuinely don't know what to journal about, but I just start writing. And sometimes when I just start journaling and don't know what to journal about, I just start journaling, and after some time I get an idea with the journaling that ends up saving me a lot of time or ends up speeding up the process of what I'm doing right now. But I'm gonna be honest, for now, I'm just doing it so that I complete this challenge. And honestly, I believe I should journal up a lot more in order to feel a lot more benefits. But for now, it is what it is.
This is day 13 of me journaling every single day for 30 days, and I want to be completely honest with you. The reason why I said that journaling saved my life multiple times is because I, as a young boy, was very, very anxious. Very anxious, and I had a lot of thoughts. I was prone to overthinking. I used to overthink so much, like thousands and thousands of different scenarios in just a few seconds. It was just so painful. And so I understood that the reason why I was anxious was because I was overthinking a lot. And there are many things that help me, not just journaling, but meditating as well, but also breathing properly. Everything of that, like that, helped me a lot. But I want to emphasize right now on journaling, because that's the challenge that I'm doing right now. Because what my problem was is that I was just so anxious about something, and I started to overthinking so much. But then I just grab a pen and paper, and I just started writing all the thoughts out, and those thoughts just disappeared, you know? Because, like I said, I used to overthink a lot, which means I used to be the type of guy who just starts thinking way too much about a lot of things, and then I couldn't deal with it, and then I just decided to shove it underneath the rug and yeah, just don't deal with it. Don't fix it because I don't know how to do it. And that is where most of my problems came because I didn't want to fix problems. Every time I had a problem, I was overthinking. I just put it underneath the rug. I just put it somewhere at the back of my head and didn't want to think about it. And so it was just building up unconsciously, just being inside of my head, just fucking me in my head unconsciously every now and then. And so sometimes after a few weeks of just having that thought at the back of my head, you just forget about it and it's unconsciously destroying you. And you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is, but it is inside of you. It's destroying you. And so when you start journaling, you realize those things. You take those things out of your head and then you journal about it. And then you go deep, very, very deep to try and understand the core issue of the problem. And then you fix it because you know how to fix it. You cannot fix something if you don't know what is broken. So you have to find out what is broken in order to fix it, you know? And I got the chance of feeling anxious again after a lot of years of just being so okay with life, so relaxed. And I got the chance of just feeling a lot of anxious thoughts, a lot of overthinking, and all I did was just I grabbed a pen and paper and I was journaling. And that happened about 3 days ago, but I just didn't record this clip because yeah, I went through something deep, something very, very deep. And honestly, I would like to say that journaling helped me a lot right now because it made me realize things that I just wasn't aware of. And that's the true power of journaling. I believe that you bring out those things inside of you that you're just not aware of. And then you get aware of those things, and if they need to be fixed, you know what to fix, and then you can try and figure out how to fix it. Or if it doesn't have to be fixed, if it just has to be, I don't know, talked about, you know that you have to talk about it, you have to analyze it, you have to realize it. And that is one of the biggest benefits, at least what I experienced with journaling. It is when you're anxious, when you're prone to overthinking and you overthink a lot, you just grab a pen and paper and realize that just doesn't mean shit. And I had days where I was just journaling for fucking an hour straight, just me with my pen and a paper and just journaling. And it took me a long time to just get to the point where I can journal as efficient as possible, where I can just grab a pen and a paper and after 15 minutes I'm done. It took me a lot of time to get to this point, but that's because a large part of my head is just clear right now. And so I'm trying to get rid of all the negative thoughts, all the unconscious things that I'm not aware of. I'm trying to get rid of it as soon as possible. But you know, when I first started with journaling, there were so many bad things in my head. And you just have to go one by one. And honestly, after a couple of years of doing it consistently, you'll still fall back and forget about it. Trust me, because I forgot about it. I forgot that when I had these anxious thoughts and when I was overthinking about 3-4 days ago, I forgot that I can just journal about it. I totally forgot. And I let my thoughts just fuck me up completely. But then as soon as I journal, because I'm doing this challenge, this 30-day journaling challenge, so I had to journal. And as soon as I journaled, I was just so much more at ease. I just realized things that I wasn't aware of. And so yeah, journaling is very, very powerful, and I like it. I like it, and I wanted to share this with you. I'm currently, like I said, on day 13, 17 days more to go, and I'm very much looking forward to it because it takes so little time just to grab a pen and a paper and just journal about something, but it is something that just takes low effort but gives a high result, a high outcome. It is very, very valuable for the amount of effort you have to put in. And yeah, that's that. Today is day 21 of me journaling every single day for 30 days. And I feel the commitment. I feel how good it actually is to every single day grab a pen and just journal about something. Because today, for example, I didn't know what to do. I had so many tasks in my mind, but I started journaling and I realized, okay, you cannot do this task because this task is just a task that you can do later on in the day. You have to do a more deep work, focused task, a task that requires more energy, more brain points. Because you see, when you wake up, your brain is operating on another level. It has so many brain points, what I call it. It can operate on such a different level because you're full on energy. And then when the day passes, as the day passes, you get lower and lower on energy, which means you cannot do heavy, deep work, focused tasks. You can just do some small tasks like answering emails, creating some images, editing videos, or something like that. But for the high tasks where you're creating business ideas, where you are making strategies on business or something like that, you need your brain, you need a lot of energy. So yeah, honestly, I don't have much to say about this challenge because it is getting quite repetitive. I journal every single day and I realize the benefits every single day, and journaling is so amazing. I don't want to quit it. I just don't want to quit it. But that also says that I don't have much to say about it. I cannot be here every single day talking about, yeah, journaling is so good, journaling made me feel this way, feel that way. No, it's quite repetitive, and that's the beauty of it. It's the beauty of it because it always works, it always works. It's just static, it's not dynamic, it's just one thing that you can always do and that will always perform. So yeah, I love it. I'm on day 21, 9 more days to go, and I cannot wait to finish it. The only reason why it's so hard to do this challenge is because it's such an easy task to forget. It's one of those tasks that when you do it, it has such a good ROI, return on investment, because you invest a little bit of time, you just write something on the piece of paper, but it helps you so much. Which means it's one of those things where it's so easy to forget it and just not do it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to stick for 9 more days and we'll see. But for now, I'm so happy that I'm doing this challenge and it is suiting me so well in this time of my life. I just needed journaling in this time of my life. I love it. Today is the last day of this challenge, the 30th day of me journaling every single day. Journaling has helped me so much in this season of life because I got the chance to reflect back, create some plans and strategies, and show gratitude for my overall life. Journaling is so powerful and it helps me to understand what life is about. It helps me to take a step back and realize where I'm at, and then from that point try to figure out where am I going. There has been days where I almost forgot to journal because it is such an easy task to forget, but it is also such a simple thing to do that can give you a lot of benefits. And so just like every challenge so far, yes, it is the end of the 30 days of this challenge, but it is not something that I'm going to quit. It is something that I'm going to continue doing for the rest of my life because journaling is one of the most powerful things that I have ever done.